We are 2 days out from our first van life festival of the season. We're super excited. Here's the problem. Our trailer is a complete disaster. We haven't been traveling in Betty since we got home last year from our trip to Vancouver Island. If you were following along on that adventure, you know that we were having some issues with condensation and mold, and so we cut our trip short. But when we got back to Ontario, it was full dead winter. So much snow, we couldn't do anything on the trailer.
Alex, I won't lie. I think you said we're 2 days out. It's tomorrow.
What do you mean?
We go there Friday, no?
We're leaving tomorrow.
Yeah.
Why? What?
Who made this mess? It wasn't me.
What are you, Shaggy?
You saw me putting the tools down?
Wasn't me.
Frank has actually been working on a bit of an electrical project, which we needed to get everything running again, but perhaps he could have done it in the 6 months prior to having to go to an event tomorrow.
No, I couldn't. How could I do it 6 months prior? We didn't have this material. I could have put those batteries in, though.
Okay.
I could have definitely done that.
This is an open big old mess right now. Like, I don't even know how to help. I don't know where any of this stuff goes.
So, neither do I. It's called organizing again.
Operation Countdown to Van Life Community Canada's spring event. That is a really large bee.
Well, good thing we have a screen.
Even Paco's like, where do I go?
What do I do? Where do I go? Who am I?
It's too tight. I don't have spaces. What are some of the things you're excited about for this event?
I'm really excited to see people again.
What is it? You haven't seen?
I feel like I haven't seen people in forever.
If you couldn't tell, Frank is the extrovert, and I'm a little bit more of an introverted person.
Me? No way.
Frank definitely recharges his batteries by seeing people, and by the end of the weekend, I'm gonna be like, leave me alone. I need to be by myself.
Well, it will be nice, I think, for you to talk to other people other than me.
No. Okay. I like just talking to you all day, every day, 24/7, 365.
Fair enough.
Frank was also testing the plumbing. Yeah. Can I pour it down the sink here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we have a gray water tank.
Just triple checking before I do. Wish us luck.
Okay. Yay.
Weird. Of course, it's starting to lightly sprinkle. Why did we leave this till the last minute?
No big deal, Pickle. Because you had a husband that had a surgery, Alex. You keep forgetting I had a surgery, honey.
Convenient excuse for negligence.
Because we had a kitchen project that we had to do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We came back from Portugal and immediately I went into a kitchen project.
Yeah.
You know, you forget we did go traveling somewhere as well, hun.
Yeah.
You know? Just a couple things we did.
I'm very much like, once we finish something, it's like over. You know what I mean? So I'm not like, oh, yes, of course, we were so busy doing all of the things that we're always busy with. I'm like, we were just sitting here.
But you forget it was done. You forget we did it.
Yeah, I do. Which is sad because Portugal and Spain was so much fun.
Can you close these back doors so our battery bank doesn't get soaking wet?
Sure.
Around this battery bank, I need to put a couple bracing pieces so that way it doesn't move around on us. But I'm wondering if I have a bracing piece. Oh, Alex, are there any brackets in that tub there?
I don't really know what a bracket is.
Yeah, we got one for sure, so I could reuse this one.
One good thing we have going for us is that we didn't actually fully move out when we left the trailer. So our plates, our pots, our cutlery is all still in here, which means we don't have to like lug that all back in. Coffee.
Fresh. You know, I heard that if you use coconut oil and a lemon and you rub it on your nose, it gets rid of all your blackheads and cleans all your pores.
You try that, Frank, and you let us know.
I'm thinking about it, actually. I've been thinking about it for the last few days now.
Oh, I've been looking for that cup everywhere. I was like, what happened to my super nice glass cup I love?
Guess what else we have in there?
What?
Electrolytes. There's a protein powder that's...
Everything we ever needed was in Betty the whole time. It's officially time for all Frank's tools to move from Betty into Big Blue. He's got to take them back over to the hideout because there's nowhere for them to live here. So empty all that out, put it in the truck. Then he's gonna have to drive the truck over there, empty it all out again, grab our couple of camping gear items that I'm really excited to use this weekend. And come on back so I can fill the trailer up. I get all southern when we're talking about camping. Frank decided that he really wants to see if the air conditioning is working, which then meant that his meat thermometer needed to be able to test the temperature, and then the meat thermometer didn't have battery in it, so then we had to get a battery for the meat thermometer, and now he can actually test if the air conditioner is working properly. So no tool has left the house yet.
That's not true. I actually took out a ton of tools. They're all sitting in the back of the trunk, and Alex is just having a hard time understanding that I'm doing things while doing things. This one clicks into the other one.
Okay. Oh my God, that's heavy.
Yeah, duh. We have some Oregon pine needles here.
Maybe we'll grow a new Oregon tree.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Oh my gosh, it's so bad.
That's why I wanted to open it, so that way it could dry out and everything will just kind of fall off.
Yuck. That's how it's supposed to look, and this is the ooey gooey. Oh look, a spider. Ugh.
I gotta put the tow hitch on that too still.
Frankie is on his way to the hideout. I'm gonna go downstairs and get some packing going, and then we can fill up the trailer.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together.
There was a huge spider that freaked me out. Let's see if I could show you him. I kind of just knocked him off the area, but I don't, he's probably a jumping spider or something. There he is. But I'm not sure if he's poisonous, so just get him out of the area-ish. And yeah, I don't want to get bit by anything like that.
Thankfully, I got my level 8 suitcase to be able to pack all this stuff away. Somehow I got 40 days worth of clothes into this bad boy, but I fear that our 3-day camping trip, I have packed too much. The nice thing about these level 8 suitcases is that they do offer compression. So I can actually slam both sides totally full and then zip them shut so it all fits. Especially with Frank's knee hurt, we need an easy gliding solution to get all the shit that I packed for 3 nights. Oh, I gotta grab our bedding too. Not only are Level 8 bags made with German-engineered polycarbonate, making them lightweight and durable, they also come with a lifetime guarantee.
Why'd you bring so many coats?
Well, you know, there's daytime and then nighttime and then campfire time and then bug time, right? So you kind of have to be prepared for all the times. And then I wanted some comfies and some cuties, and I find it harder to pack minimally when we're driving somewhere than when we're flying somewhere.
Can't even close it. What'd you do?
Level 8's got my back, no problem. And Frank, you're even gonna be able to carry it with your bum knee. The nice thing is, when you're driving, there's no weight limit. Level 8's bags come with TSA approved locks. The last time we were traveling, this lady, her suitcase exploded in the baggage area. So awful, all of her stuff was everywhere. That would never happen with the Level 8.
There's literally undies on the ground.
The really, really nice thing about the Voyager series is that the wheels are so smooth. No matter what you're on, whether it's this bumpy deck, cobblestone streets in Europe, just wandering through the airport, I could do freaking magic tricks with this thing. It glides so good. And that's after carting it around Europe and like beating it for a month and a half.
If Everly was to sing a song about it, what would it be?
Level 8 is great. I love these bags. They're so wonderful.
I was thinking it would be more like the wheels on the luggage go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the luggage go round and round, all through whatever town you're going through.
Be sure to check the link below. Level 8 is having an amazing sale right now, so you could pick up the Voyager set or any other luggage that they sell for an amazing discount. They are the absolute best travel bag that we have ever had, and we think you're gonna love them too. Frank, you can take it from here.
So really, instead of taking like 15 runs to go back and forth with all the different clothes and get in and out, you just make one trip with your Level 8 and that's it, you're good. I hate these pins.
I spent the last 20 minutes researching camping meals because we are on our way to the grocery store and I wanted to do a little bit of meal prep. Obviously, we don't have a lot of time because I thought we had one more day than we have, but we don't. How did that happen? So, we're gonna go to the store. Frank,
So,
how do you feel about a 7-layer Mexican dip?
you know, I feel like I don't love the sound of it, but I feel like if I have it, I'll be happy.
It's just like a chip and dip thing, but I can make the dip.
There's something about 7 layers of stuff that just doesn't make sense in my mind.
We can make less layers.
Okay.
We could do like a 4-layer.
Still doesn't make sense in my mind, but go, whatever you want to do, I'm happy.
How do you feel about pesto pasta salad?
That sounds delicious.
Does it?
Yeah.
You hate pasta salad.
Oh, I was thinking pesto pasta. That's all I heard, and then I just completely cut out the salad part in my mind.
So you would like it hot but not cold.
I mean, we can have it cold. That's fine, as long as it's not like. I just hate when pasta salad is mayo-y.
Oh, but it wouldn't be because it would just be the pesto.
Perfect. I'm cool with it.
Okay, cool. And then I think my last thing that I wanted to... Yeah?
Thank you. She just wants to give us this.
Okay.
Honestly, she just wanted to interrupt.
The last thing that I was thinking about was pre-making some breakfast burritos.
I'm definitely down for that too.
All right, so that is the mission to get to the store. We're also definitely gonna buy a rotisserie chicken so I could pull it apart and we could have quick, easy, like, protein. And then...
My question for you, Alex, are you giving yourself putting too much on your plate?
Always.
Okay. Do you feel like you're going to be able to finish this task?
Well, so the only thing that... I think it'll be easy to pre-make the dip. I'll make the pesto pasta. I feel like that's pretty easy, too. I could also do some of it tomorrow morning. I also have 2 loaves of sourdough in the fridge that I need to bake before we leave.
Too much, Alex. Too much. Don't be coming and complaining to me now, all right?
How do you feel about, like, a tuna salad?
I feel good.
You like tuna salad?
But I feel good. Whatever's easy.
So helpful.
Well, I am helpful because these are things that you've already pre-planned to do. And instead of me changing it on you and making it a whole different thing, I'm making your life easy.
Yeah, but will you eat it?
Yes, I'll eat it. I'll eat anything. When have I, like, honestly, even when I haven't liked something, I still eat it.
Fair.
No?
Yeah, but I don't want to make something that you're like, oh my God, never.
Most things aren't going to be like, no, never.
Yes, my love?
Yes,
Yeah?
sweetheart.
What is it?
I can't look, I'm driving.
Blah, blah? Sick.
Cool, dude.
Sick. Okay,
Radical.
we are hitting the grocery store. Oh. Good morning. Yesterday got away from us, came home, and it was time for my sister's birthday dinner. I did a little bit of cooking last night. I've got a loaf of bread in the oven right now. We have a lot of things to move into Betty still. I actually woke up at like 6 a.m. this morning and was like going through a list of like, okay, these are all the things we have to do today. I feel like it's always hard getting out of the house, which is generally why I prefer going on long trips, because it's just as much work to get everything ready for a month-long vacation than it is for a 2-night vacation. I'd rather do the month. But I am really excited about this weekend. We're going to see so many friends that we haven't seen in a while. And something's biting my ass. Anyways, we're going to meet so many new people, which is always fun. And we've never been to this campground before. And we've wanted to go for a couple of years now because we actually met the owner of the campground at a RV event a couple of years ago. So it'll be nice. Why am I so itchy? I feel like, oh, there's a mosquito. Okay, I'm starting my day.
We have a heck of a lot to do today. So naturally, what do? Relax and drink coffee. Just kidding. Let's get to work.
Gotta bring all the essentials. Hey, look, I matched the truck. All right, starting in the fridge. Pre-made burritos for breakfast. rotisserie chicken all pulled apart so we can make easy sandwiches and snacks. And then a little taco dip. Let's go. Also decided that we're gonna use the pesto pasta for the potluck. So that's gonna work out perfectly. Okay, I think Betty is pretty much ready. We've got the fridge stocked, we've got Everly's bed in place, we've got all of our bedding up here. Food's in. We're gonna time the drive for Everly's nap, so we'll have lunch in the house and then we'll get in the car and hit the road. Hopefully she sleeps for like at least 30 minutes on the way there. And then we can enjoy the weekend. Bye.
Bye.
All right. Ooh, we're rolling.
You see me rolling, they hating. I gotta roll up these windows.
Since we got on the road in 2019, attending van life events has been such an essential part of how we make community and friends along the way. From lawless events in the desert to super organized musical concerts, there is a van life festival for every kind of person, so we challenge you to find one for yourself this summer. You absolutely won't regret it.
OMG, we're here. And if you want to see what happens at a Van Life Canada meetup, make sure to subscribe, click the notification bell, and watch next week's video.